Yes, I never knew. We must go up. We don't have much time. Stairs. Always stairs.
Oh my God, look at this.
Georges? Georges! What's this? A piece of burnt paper with the word Wolfram. That sounds familiar.
Wolfram. I curse that name forever.
What do you know about Wolfram, Senor?
Wolfram. I spit on the name.
So you have lived here for a long time?
All my life. My father served here before me. In fact, he named me after Senor Xavier's favorite saint. Saint Ramon, patron saint of the falsely accused.
That's nice.
Not really. The Moors put a padlock through his mouth.
Oh, I see. Well, I guess there's a lesson there for all of us. What is Wolfram?
It was a mining company, run by a murdering swine called Gainan. In the Civil War, they backed the fascists. In return, Gainan was given soldiers to do his dirty work. They came here, brought their bloody war to this house, and killed Senor Xavier.
They shot Xavier? Senor Marquez's father?
I was just a boy, but I remember like it was yesterday. Shot him and his friend Hernandez, like animals.
Why did they come here?
They were searching for something, but they brought death with them. But there is one thing I have never understood. Xavier tried to escape through the library. But the library windows are barred. It is a dead end.
This Kenan, who was he?
He was Swiss, a businessman, and a murdering swine.
So what did he want here?
I don't know. When he wasn't torturing the locals, he disappeared to the library. Spent weeks in there, making notes and studying maps. His men, they crossed the whole of Catalonia searching for something.
Did they find it?
Who knows? One day, Gainan just disappeared. He never came back. An accident, perhaps, in the mountains. May his soul rot in hell. The soldiers didn't stay long to search for him. They hated him too.
The name Genan was familiar. He was the person who had tried to buy La Maledicción. A coincidence? Perhaps.
There is no such thing as coincidence.
So, when the soldiers left, you took back the house?
Yes. A few years later I returned and cleaned the place up. It broke my heart. I locked the library. I could not bear to touch Gainon's papers.
Can I have a look at the library?
No, I have kept it locked to honor the memory of Senor Xavier.
Please, this is important.
I lost the key.
You lost it?
That evening when I locked it up. I drank to the memory of Senor Xavier. The cellars were well stocked, Senora. It was a long night. I hid the key, then forgot where I hid it, so it is lost. That was all that was left in the morning. I haven't touched a drop since.
I needed to find out what Gainon had been working on in that library. George, are you there? The grate had locked back into place. The bookcase held old Catalan books. I wouldn't be able to read them. The door was locked. I had to find the key. I wondered where Ramon could have hidden it. The plants at least were thriving in the rubble. An intricate mosaic adorned the floor. That wouldn't make sense. The internal courtyard had been beautiful once. Even overgrown like this, it had a serenity. The castle was vast, but most of it was now inaccessible. So, you have no idea what you did with the key?
All I remember is waking up in the old car.
An old apple tree provided shade. Shame that the goat's rope wasn't long enough for him to enjoy it. Hello, little one. The floor of the car was littered with keys from sardine cans. Tin can keys. An old pair of shoes. The dashboard seemed intact, but this old family car would never drive again. A 5T71. Extraordinary. The inside of the car was in a bad state. I picked up what looked like an old diary. It was Ramon's. The library will forever be a shrine. No one will enter. I shall hide the key in a safe place once I've eaten. I have just what I need and know what to do. Oh, beautiful lady, your eyes are so blue. I just can't stop thinking of you. Ramon was quite the budding poet. Our lives are entwined like ivy on a tree. That is what you mean to me. Nice. Hey, I was reading. In amongst the rubbish on the car floor was an old and very dubious pillow. Someone had been sleeping in the car, but long, long ago. That wouldn't. Have you no respect for great art? Pretty indigestible, huh? A heap of old brandy bottles. Ramon must have been in the car on that night all those years ago. A pile of old apples. Looked like the goat had been eating lots of them. The goat had been tethered. Seemed unnecessary. The gentle animal wouldn't have harmed a soul. The inside of the car was in a bad state. Tin can keys. Tin can keys. The dashboard seemed intact, but this old that wasn't worth trying. An old apple tree provided shade. Eva, I am glad your father is safe.
He's old and foolish. He shouldn't be here, but he wouldn't listen to me. I suppose he's still going on about that painting.
Well, yes. In fact, we decoded it.
You did?
Yes, we found a secret passage behind the fireplace.
What?
Your father and Georges went in.
What? That's ridiculous. He's an old man.
Don't worry. Georges knows what he's doing. So he always tells me anyway. Your father is looking very frail.
He's old, and he could do without people giving him the runaround chasing lost treasure.
Have you ever been inside the library?
No, I'm told it is locked.
The key is lost. Ramon says he hid it years ago and cannot remember where.
Shame.
Can you think of anywhere Ramon might have hidden the key?
What do you think I am, psychic?
Seen anything suspicious?
Apart from you and your American boyfriend, no.
He's not my boyfriend, you know.
Whatever.
I didn't think she'd be in. I didn't think she'd... Talk to you later. The garden was now an overgrown wilderness. The fountain had dried up long ago. According to the sundial, it was mid-afternoonish. It was a nice idea, but wouldn't have worked. The wind chime looked like it was made from old cans. I wondered if it was Ramon's handiwork. No, that wouldn't be good for the goat. The inside of the... No. I just had a look at that old car in the garden. Looks like someone slept in it.
Me. When I returned, I couldn't bear the house at night. So, I slept in the car.
So, you have no idea what you did with the key?
All I remember is waking up in the old car